Hello and welcome everyone to a session to remember, hopefully in a good way. I am I am Heko, your resident game master for today's one shot called the Starfinder 4 versus the Hardlight Harlequin. Joining me today, we have four wonderful players. I was about to say my crew of chaos. That's old throwback. Who will now get the chance to introduce themselves and their characters. So, starting from left to right, Lane, if you please.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Lane, and I'm playing as Ara, who is an technomancer android. Yeah, he's been. I think I can say the best description about him is that he's a hacker, and is really good at it, but hates or is really bad at talking with people. So, best social skills for an IT dude.
Wonderful. Going on to Meander.
Yeah, hi, I'm Yanda. I play Rita Aufenren, I think. I'm not sure how her name is pronounced, actually. She's Solarian and Davlakan. She has ears for some reason, but she's actually deaf, so she can't hear shit. Yeah, and I think she's quite cooperative, very team-oriented. That's mostly her character.
All right.
That's it.
Cool. Lumpy.
Yeah, hello. So I am Lumpy Potato, and I'm playing Glico, the Agender Rexelite operative. Rexelites are apparently just plants. So Glico is supposed to be curious, social, and enthusiastic, which sounded very much like Ted. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty much the same character. And apparently he plays Call to Honor. He's apparently a semi-celebrity in that game, and we all know that. Probably that's a very awesome game.
Nice. And last but not least, we have Much.
Hi, I'm Mudge, and I'm playing Captain Chucks, a little bonk beetle. He just really likes heroes and stories of heroes and games of heroes. So he just wants to go out and be a hero.
That sounded very much like a Enrique Iglesias song. I can be your hero, baby.
He can.
Well, today, like I mentioned, we'll be playing a one-shot. It is a debut one-shot for me, at least. I've never run it before, so hopefully things will go well. If anyone wants to get it, it was part of the free RPG Day in 2021, so you can actually download the one-shot for free over at paizo.com. This stream is not sponsored, but Paizo, hit me up, please. I need money for charity. That being said, let's get to it. There's a part that I meant to read. I thought it was a little bit boring, so I'm not gonna. So let's have a slightly different intro instead. Gotta change the music. All right, so fucking nice. You are currently in space aboard a starship. Your starship, the Century Cockatiel. The past week has been hell. A venture captain, so a Starfinder Society officer, by the name of Sulhu Hur, has been adamant that Starfinders need to be prepared for anything and everything, and has put you through a series of training missions on the oceanic planet of Arnisel, occasionally back to back, with no warning. To say that you are tired is an understatement. You are exhausted and you cannot wait to get home and catch up on some well-needed rest. But before that, you've ensured a little, what should we say, treat along the way. You're gonna stop on a moon where an exposition is taking place. It's called Hacked Expo, and you somehow managed to get tickets for the very last day. Hacked Expo is a show that announces the best in games, specifically holographic amusement games. Holographic amusement chamber games. Because you've been away for training for the past week as fresh recruits, you've missed the opening ceremony, you missed some of the bigger announcements, but you figured, hey, at the very least, you can check out the last day, get some good deals, and try some of the game demos. As you pass by the moon where the expo is taking place comes into sight on the view screen of your starship. A splash of the distinctive lights of civilization illuminates a spot on the otherwise bland and featureless rock. The starship's comm unit crackles. But instead of landing instructions, which you were expecting, it emits a piercing screech. It's accompanied by a haptic alert that vibrates the entire ship. The vid screen flashes red, and emergency lights flash throughout the ship. You've received an emergency distress call. The screech ends replaced with a tiny, frantic voice interrupted by bursts of silence and static that's automatically transcribed on the vid screen. Anyone hear this message? Help! Everything. The software is out of control. Digital. If we. The entire move. Please. Someone. Help. At first, it seems like another unannounced training exercise. But a quick scan confirms the signal's validity, and it's coming from the Expo. That was the introduction. What do you do?
I need to know whether or not they were going to release a new version of Call to Honor.
That is evidently, you probably got the tickets. You're the one who heard about the Expo and you were like, hey, there's this like really awesome thing I want to show all you guys.
Yeah, but it's more like, are they going to? Is there a new version going to be released? Or
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
Totally.
okay, yeah.
So you've received a distress signal, emergency distress signal, and you, I'm just gonna post in chat the text since it would have shown up on the vid screen. This is mainly for Rita, who otherwise would not have been able to hear it. So you, as Starfinder recruits, and as also people who just wanted to go to the Expo, it seems like the most obvious thing to do is respond to the distress signal. So the question is more, is there anything that you want to do before then? Keep in mind that you are on a starship with all the necessary equipment.
All right, guys, I think they need our help down there. I mean, and also, I really want to see this new version of Call to Honor. So, I mean, it's kind of on the way. So,
Well, I just have a question. We're like recruits, right? So
Yes.
don't we have a superior of some sorts with us, don't
do.
we?
You do.
So we should probably ask him what we want to do now. I mean, I agree that we should help, but maybe we should ask our officer first what he thinks about this whole thing.
As you suggest this, you kind of think about the logistics. Currently, you're by the Expo moon, which is currently a bit too far from both the training facility that you came from, but also from Absalon Station that you were headed to. So while you could definitely send a message, it would probably take too long to get a response in order to do anything in a timely fashion. However, due to your training, which has specifically been about approaching atypical situations, you prep a message for your superiors, telling them about the situation and also about whatever you plan to do next. Such a thing can be sent from the ship's comm unit. There's no need to roleplay that part, but just whatever you do in addition to this will be sent to your superiors as well.
Rita, there's no need to worry. It's just like a quick adventure in and out. We just shoot some people, get a few kill streaks, and then we get to see the new game. I mean, easy job. I mean, we've done this before. No problem. You worry too much. And I'll just start walking towards wherever the, I don't know, panel. I need. Who is the pilot of the ship, by the way?
That's a very good question. It's one of you. But,
might be me because of my piloting skill.
Wait a minute, I don't know how to pilot this ship. We need to go. Someone help me.
We need to help the people. And if we do, maybe they'll give us the new game.
That's a good thought, Chucks. I like this. I like where this is going. We help them. We get the games for free.
Exactly.
Is there a chance to like? It sounds so weird, but to like zoom in on the moon and see if there's anything going on that we can see?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Nice.
You can observe it closer through your vid screen.
I would like to do that.
Alrighty. Let's see here. As you divert all power to scanners, I was about to say, as you examine the moon more closely, via the ship's vid screen, you see something that you would consider, well, you already considered a little bit weird, but as you're witnessing it, something is definitely off. The terrain that surrounds the Expo Center is flickering. And it's flickering in a way like when you get bad reception on your TV. Like those
okay.
old big TVs. Yeah. And it looks like basically things are phasing in and out of existence. And
Is it spreading or is it just like the one spot, I would say?
Looking, you know that trick back when internet connections were not that fast, when you were downloading something and you weren't really sure if the load bar was moving, so you put your mouse like at the very edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you do that, you see that whatever's happening is definitely spreading from the Expo Center as its center point. So it's spreading outwards from there. You also notice that there are things appearing that definitely has no place being there. Such as jagged patches of digitized terrain with pits of lava, rivers of colorful bubbling liquids that basically start from nowhere and end from nowhere. As you are examining this more, you start hearing something on the ship, on the comm units. And this is where things get a little bit freaky. So. You hear how all frequencies are being taken over by music.
See Glico dance.
So basically, at this point, your comm units have been put out of commission. I hope the music is still audible in the background because I put it up to okay, good. So that is basically playing throughout the ship right now. And with every few seconds of break, there's this very over the top cackle or laughter, very typical from a villain on a TV show or whatever. It's kind of, yeah, like I said, it's over the top, very exaggerated. Trying to work through the distractions, scanning the moon with the ship's scanners also reveals much of what you saw through the EBIT screen. According to the sensor output, the moon is both completely fine and not there at all. That's everything you could get from your scans and visual inspections.
Era, have they made the moon into the game?
Well, what do I know? It looks like it though. Is something like this even possible? Do we have the capacity to do something like this? Then I really need to know how the fuck they did that.
If they did, we need to set a record and be the first to finish the game. We need to get down there.
Well, we have to help anyway, so yeah, I guess we need to get there. So if no one has any obligations, we just go.
Yeah, I support the notion of going down there. Also, this tune is killer. Yeah.
Well, sorry, what are you talking about? I can't hear. So, what tune?
Don't you hear the music?
Music. There's music? The communications just broke. What? Why is there music?
I guess we got hacked in some sort. Can I do a computer check?
Sure.
And see if it actually is a hack or just something really weird going on, like the thing on the moon. That would be okay.
Jesus fuck.
Also, question how do we know each other?
Yeah.
So basically, you are part of a team that has been set up, like a team of recruits. So whenever you have missions and whenever you have training, you always complete them together. So kind of consider it like army buddies. You know each other pretty well, which is also why that whenever you speak to each other, as second nature, you're also signing, so that Rita can follow the conversation.
Yeah, basically, I was asking, like, do I know if
Yeah.
Rita is deaf? Basically.
Yeah. You all know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Rita is deaf, and you all have learned the Vlaka sign language, so that you can communicate flawlessly with her.
I sign very exaggeratedly song, and I just do a little hip shape.
Okay.
Chucks adds in the ha 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 from the manic laughter.
Well, that is very strange, isn't it? Huh. Arrow, do you have any results?
Yes, error from your very high computer check. You realize that you've not been hacked. Like, the security in and of itself, the security features are intact, but they're not the ones that you remember. So it's like whatever was set up before has been replaced by something else.
Oh,
You don't know
great.
why, you don't know how. And then all of a sudden you notice that it flickers.
Uh-oh. So trying to, like, get into it, do something, or reset it, most likely won't do anything, right?
Most likely not.
All right. I think I just stare at it for a while. It looks like it's I'm thinking about what to do, but then I'm just like, okay, fuck it, and then just pile it down to the boot.
Sweet.
Wait, so it was broken, or what? What happened?
I have no idea what's really going on, but it really doesn't look good.
And if Era doesn't know what's going on, then I mean, the chances of any else like knowing what the hell is going on, it's pretty slim. So I don't know.
Error, during your investigation of the moon, visual inspection of the moon, you noticed by the Expo that there was a spaceport, perfect for landing your starship.
Perfect. It's also, is it already affected or not?
Who knows? As you pilot the the starship, and approach the moon or start to descent, your path, which was otherwise clear, suddenly becomes obstructed by asteroids that definitely weren't there a second ago.
Oh shit.
These asteroids hurtle through the space lanes, so the lanes in which a flight path is defined, tumbling ominously while well-placed dramatic lighting sets them in a sharp contrast to the darkness of space and the surface of the moon behind them. Here and there, you notice a flicker, fading out of existence, while others manifest at the edges of the vid screen. They seem too perfectly crafted to be real. Any asteroids this close to the moon ought to fall to the surface rather than zipping around dramatically. With a ship-shaking jolt, one of the strange rocks nicks the starboard weapons turret, setting off a proximity alert across the bridge. Strange as they are, these asteroids seems plenty solid. Time to take evasive action. Here is where normally we would implement starship combat. Fuck that.
Should I just roll piloting?
Here are your options of what you can choose to roll. The pilot can do a piloting check to try and dodge the asteroids. Anyone who wants can do a range attack to use some of the starship's weapons to try and shoot the asteroids. There is one turret remaining. You can attempt to hack the code since it's evidently a digital asteroid and not a real one. You do that with a computer check. You can use the ship's computers to try and analyze the paths of the different asteroids and try and see if you can discern a pattern. So basically, you can Souls-like the boss and try to like learn its attack patterns by using a perception check. You can also use engineering if you want to push the engines and divert more power to them. And if you don't know what you want to do, you can always attempt to help someone else by either employing diplomacy to encourage them or intimidation to remind them of that if you fail, we're all gonna fucking die. The DC for all skills, regardless of what you choose, is 16.
Glico runs towards the gun turret.
All right. So we have one that's gonna shoot the asteroids.
Time to shoot some shit up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hack that shit.
We have Era who's trying to hack the code. All right.
I don't know. Can I help with diplomacy? I both the two.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And Chucks, finally, what do you do?
Can I just intimidate the other one?
Yeah, certainly. All right. So the way
We need to get down there.
the way that we do this is that first let's do Chucks because that's the simpler one. Please roll an intimidation with the DC of 50. On the die, even. Which one are you intimidating?
I think Glico.
All
Because
right.
Glico took the gun, so it's like, you have to shoot them. You have to hit them so we can get down there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Meander, can you please, in the bottom left of your screen is a gray box with a modifier. I think you have a racial skill that gives you +2 whenever you try to assist. So just write a 2 in that modifier and then roll diplomacy.
Diplomacy. I forgot which field I need to keep. The total one or?
Yes, the total one.
Okay. Like that.
Ooh, I like how both of you get
Wow.
23. Okay, so the way that this works is, let's do error first. You wanted to hack the thing. You get, like I just explained to Meander, write a +2 in your modifier and then roll computers. The DC is 16.
Oh, wait. How did I add it again? Sorry.
In the bottom left is a gray box called the modifier. Write a 2 in that box and then roll your computers.
Sorry.
All good. 24. I actually don't even know why I asked you to roll if you have a. Oh, you have a +12. Never mind. There was a slim
Plus
chance
12,
that you
yeah.
fell. Slim
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, so that's a success. Glico, same. Do a +2, and then on your main tab, you should see a box called ranged. Double click that one.
Wait, on my main tab.
Yes. Oh no. That is a shame. Okay. You duck and weave. Or just as a asteroid is about to hit, you manage to like break the code, and it kind of vanishes into a burst of digital light. Glico, you attempt to shoot down some of the remaining asteroids, but either the angle is off or your aim is off. But regardless, you don't manage to crack any of the asteroids, which leads to a collision.
Here, like, how far away apart are we sitting?
How do you mean, how far away?
Like, is it like is the gun turret like really far away from the rest, or how does it work?
Well, let's just say no. It's not really super relevant, I suppose.
Okay, you just hear Glico screaming, I wasn't warmed up yet. It's just.
So, some of the remaining asteroids collide with the starship, and they do deal some damage. Let's see here. Oh my god, that's more than I anticipated.
I usually need like an hour on a warm-up map just doing headshots,
You always say that when you get low scores.
But it's the truth.
You should just get better.
True that.
Get good.
Get good, noob.
Oh shit, why did that? Ugh, it's broken. I forget.
What?
All of-
I get damage?
All of you take 20 points of non-lethal bludgeoning damage as you get thrown about the cockpit or the starship from the impact with the asteroids.
Was it HP damage?
Actually, that's a really good question.
Because I just I have
Oh,
like.
did you get it in?
It's
did you
in
get
wounds.
That's
Yeah,
mistake.
we
That's
got
a
it.
mistake. It's supposed to be in fatigue. There we go.
Okay.
My bad. Regardless, you eventually make it down to safe ground. Well, safe is maybe a bit much to say, but you make it down to ground. You dock in the spaceport and you get into the Expo. It's not hard to find your way since there's a bunch of signs showing the way.
Sorry about that, guys.
I am going to reshare the map in case someone close it. Okay. Put off. It's very off on stream. There we go. Whew. So, I don't know why that keeps resetting. That's there's supposed to be some music.
Oh.
There we go. So as you enter the expo hall, you are greeted by, well, first of all, the music that you can hear from the speakers. The speakers are everywhere. The expo itself is a relatively small show. And Glico, since let's just say that you're the one who got the tickets, so you're the one who knew about the expo, you know that it's usually pretty limited. There are a couple of hundred attendees and journalists, so a couple hundred in total. As you walk in through the long hallway, on the sides, I'm just gonna zoom out a bit for people watching on stream. On the sides are monitors, so on the sides of the walls. And at the far end, you see the doors leading into the convention space itself. on the whoops. Yes. The Hacktech Expo Hall has descended into chaos, which is not really noticeable since the music is still very chill. Intermittent illumination flickers through the broad, open space as the industrial lights spark and flare unpredictably. Jesus Christ. The various displays and booths for Hacktech games and partner companies are abandoned. But holo projectors and bit screens vie for attention through the empty room. So those are the ones that you see on the left and right side.
Mm.
Let's see here. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Each of the vid screens flash with between advertisements for various Hacktech products and clips of high-octane animated action scenes from the Champion Squad comic book series. I would like for each of you, as you enter, to please roll a perception check. So Eric Chalks and Rita, you're not super interested in the games. So you're not really paying any close attention to the bed screens themselves. However, Glico, you are super psyched for some of the features, and you notice that for whatever reason, every clip seems to end with the villain of the game standing poised to clinch victory over the heroes. And then it kind of resets and plays again.
Just to Champion Squad comic series, is that where the Captain Chuck's reference is supposed to come from, or?
I don't think so.
Okay. Just because I'm not that much into Marvel, so I'm not sure.
But no, Champion Squad is like in-game, like in universe. Comic book series that is actually pretty famous. So consider it like the Justice League or the Avengers of Starfinder.
Which Chucks is a great fan of, so he's probably glued to that instead of the game.
Hey, Chuck, dude, is it normal that the bad guy kind of wins in the comics? Isn't that like, is that a bit off, or is that how usually they go?
Well, no, usually the good guys win, but maybe they want to make it exciting, and maybe it looks like the bad guys winning.
True. So it's like we're almost dying, and then suddenly,
Yes.
That makes sense. I mean, I would read that.
We have a big stack on the ship if you want to.
I mean, I'm always up for a little bit of comics, Get myself a little monster, a comic book, and some video games. Yeah.
Well, I can't see anything else here, so maybe we should move forward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where everyone else is, but I am pretty sure they're probably, chilling in the lounge. Maybe.
You think after the call we have gotten, they are chilling?
And now that I think about it, probably not.
Ever raises a good point. All right. At this point, you can grab your character tokens and move them however. Well, I say however you wish. The movement itself still needs to be approved. You can either drag, so click and drag your character tokens, or you can click and use your arrow keys to move them around. I would much prefer if you dragged and dropped, because it makes things a little bit smoother and easier.
Before I let go of my character, are the doors? These are right in front, right? Like on the very top.
Yes.
Are they open?
Let's say no, just for the fun of it. They're not open. They're see-through, but they're not open.
Okay, because then I just go there so I can see what the hell is going on behind it and not just barge through it.
Oakley dokily.
Also, this the space between the screens. That's a wall, right? There's
That
nothing
is
there,
wall.
right?
That is wall.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Then I'll just follow.
Yeah, me too.
And Error, you said that you wanted to try and peek through the doors. Can you give me a perception check at disadvantage? So that's a -2 modifier.
I already only have 4. What are you doing? Okay.
15 is not bad.
Could have been worse.
Could have been way worse. Let's see here. You can see that the next room is a sort of reception. Like you can see the rope, let's say, that kind of makes up how people are supposed to stand in line.
Oh.
But apart from that, you can't really see too much else, because while it is see-through, it is slightly is the word obfuscated? Like it's not perfect glass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And as you approach to try and get a gander, a hologram suddenly appears in front of the doors. It is of an android with a friendly face and a neat hack-tech polo, who flickers into view in front of the doors I just mentioned. Welcome to Hack-Tech Expo. The words that they speak appear over their head in a subtle like subtitle system, so like speech bubbles. So Rita, you can understand what it is that he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Registration and will call are just ahead. If you've pre-registered, you'll find the expo hall to your right. And you won't stop me this time, champion squad! I'm going to create the greatest game the galaxy has ever seen, and everyone will know that the Hardlight Harlequin created it! So the android's voice kind of like dissolves into like this static. His image flickered, and in his place came this jester. Let me just see. I think there's an image. Why can I not share? Share record. So this guy appears in place of the friendly android. Meander, just for you, the subtitling was still in effect. You heard, or you understood everything that was being said.
Okay, good.
At his end, when he started laughing, his that gradually becomes louder with every loop. It's like yeah, 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 yeah. And the intensity grows to a point where it threatens to actually cause injury.
Oh shit.
Now, thinking quickly, you realize sorry. You realize that something is off. I would like for all of you to please roll me a perception check.
Sad, I wanted to slam the door.
No.
What is
That's
up with
right.
our rolls?
I like it 17, 17, 12, 12. Oh no, Meander, that's... Oh, you know. Okay, well, that is some shit.
Is this a critical fail or?
No, you can't
Okay.
crit fail on skill checks.
Good.
I usually homebrew something happens when you crit fail or when you get a nat 1 or a nat 20 on skill checks, so you kind of get an extra thing, but I don't do that for one shots. All right, so here's what's unfortunately going to happen. Let's see, what is the DC? Oop. You should all have been prompted to do a save. Everyone succeeds except for Glico. Oh, that's bad. So, as the laugh gets louder and more shrill, you can feel how, well, for those of you who are hearing, you can feel how they're essentially trying to, or how they're affecting your hearing and making your ears bleed. But you also sense how the vibrations, like from the sound waves, are affecting your bodies. So this also applies to Rita. The shrill laugh causes 9 points of damage to Glico. So let me just update that. Ooh, there's some spillover. And everyone else takes half damage. Pretty sure it's rounded down. So that means everyone takes 4 points of damage. And you instinctively try to push through the doors to get away from the trap. Inside, let's see if I can open the doors for everyone. There we go.
Fuck this shit. My ears are bleeding.
Oops. Sorry.
All good. I'm actually just gonna run you through. Sit. Oop. There we go. And you are now standing in the registration and will call. There you go. Just need to make it look good for stream. So, like I mentioned before, there is a kind of like a rope thing that designates how people are supposed to like get in line or queue up rather. And you see a reception desk where people would go in, register, get their badges and their whatevers, and basically be granted entry to the expo itself. As you rush in, the doors will close behind you. They're like automatic doors.
Mhm.
And as they do, you notice how someone peeks out from a hiding space behind the registration area. So can I... Oh, they didn't add that. Fuck. Okay, so from here. from behind the reception.
Mhm.
You see someone peek out and kind of like beckon you over to join them behind the reception desk itself. What do you do?
Here's the question: what are these things on the left side? Why are they? Why is what is this?
Which things? Sorry.
And on the left wall, kind of, there's like darkness, and then there's not darkness. What is this?
Oh, it's because the parts where there's darkness is because you can't see because that's solid wall, and the rest is like window panels.
Okay.
So lights will shine out.
And there's nothing behind the windows, or
It's outer space.
okay. Okay. Can we call out to the person?
Sure.
Like, hello, is something happening? We heard a distress call or something.
I love how nonchalant, like, basically just got almost whacked on the way down, went through like a sonic trap, and like, hello.
I mean, I don't know.
You
I don't really understand the damage she took, to be honest, because her ears can't be affected, so I'm not sure.
Well, your ears can't, but like, you know how when you sit in a car that has really good bass and you can feel the vibrations?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that times like 1,000. So you still take physical damage from sound waves.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah.
I draw my gun.
All right. You can see how like the person behind is like, whoa. Let's not do anything drastic here.
You're responsible for that shit out there?
No. It's if anything, that's kind of like what's keeping us from leaving.
All right. Well,
So who are you?
Me? My
Yeah.
name is yes. My name is Shikaska. And I'm just gonna share an image. There you go. I work here. You recognize the polo and the logo on the polo as belonging to HackTech. I'm the one in charge of the reception, like making sure people get badges and stuff.
well, 4 badges, please.
Can you tell us what happened here, maybe?
I try to find my tickets.
And then
Sorry, I just love how you're walking the route and Era is just like walking over the stuff, like not caring
If
about.
they set it up, we need to take the proper way to get our badges.
I like to pretend that the ones who are going the proper route kind of goes first, and then you have Ever kind of like just walking through the rope and pulling everything with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. For Rita who asked like, can you tell us what's going on? You can see that she looks a little bit confused as you can tell a Shirin being. From Glico's request to like 4 badges, please. Like, okay, I guess. And she starts preparing like badges for you, or like entry badges, while she talks about, well, I'm not too sure exactly what happened. All I can say is that when our company CTO, JP Mariandrew, was getting ready to unveil his brand new game yesterday evening, something just went horribly wrong. I can't say what or how or for what reason it happened, but the consequences was that several small explosions left most of the facility without power. For whatever reason, didn't affect the speakers. But since then, we've been kind of hiding out here, hoping to be able to leave. But that thing out in front keeps stopping us.
What is with the people who went to the expo?
Well, some of us, and she kind of gestures to people who are still hiding, like on the underside of the desks. Some of us are hiding out here. Others are hiding in somewhere in the booths because it got kind of dangerous. And unfortunately, a lot of people died.
While Shirin is talking, or Shikaska, Arrow just like leans over the table, and then so his eyes go over the edge, and so he sees all the people under there, and it's like, okay, and then goes back.
Chugs will be doing the translating for Rita.
Mm-hmm. Marvelous.
All right, so explosions, nobody knows what's going on, and then there's this weird dude or whatever causing some damage.
And like all the booths right now are being hella weird. Like the digital projections are kind of, I don't know, warping things, I guess.
Warping. Okay. What the fuck?
What does that mean exactly?
Are you asking as Rita or as Meander?
As Rita, I guess. I don't know. Would she know what that means?
I just needed to make sure if it was like a in character question or a clarification question. Well, she goes, kind of like, you know, the game stuff becoming real.
Mm-hmm.
I said they made the moon into the game.
Yeah, that might actually be pretty accurate description.
That's groundbreaking.
Well, it's moon breaking at least. She kind of shakes her head.
Arrow completely silent because he didn't get the joke.
And her being like, oof, tough crowd, and be like, shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that. She's laughing nervously herself. Anyway. She sees that Glico has prepared like 4 tickets, and she just grabs him and goes like, here, I guess. And she hands you like 4 lanyards.
Thanks. Well, should we go into the expo hall?
We are going to take a look, see what we can do, and you guys just stay here and don't do anything. I think that's for the best.
Well,
Could be dangerous.
we definitely weren't planning on going with you. it's
Good call.
plenty dangerous, and preferably we'd like to leave as soon as possible. So she kind of like throws like a fist pump, like, good luck. Hey.
By the way, do they still have some copies left of the new version of Call of Honor?
You'd have to check the booth. I was too busy trying to not die to really notice. I'm sorry.
It's a matter of priorities, I guess. But okay.
She kind of
Okay.
looks at
Sorry,
you
but it's
astounded.
that dangerous. Like, I mean, so far we've only had a few, but I mean, it was damaged, but it wasn't deadly so far. What we encountered, wasn't it? So, like, what other stuff is going on? That's the question.
Apart from the explosions and the falling debris and the structural damage and the apparent monsters that came from out of nowhere, nothing much. I think that just about covers it.
Sounds
so-
dangerous enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you should be ready for anything. I would implore you to please be ready for anything, because you're the first ones who've come, and right now you're more or less our only tickets out of here. So please be safe. Please.
We understood you first, please.
Any Champion Squad merch booths for my friend over there?
Yes, actually. I'm not really sure if it's still standing, but there was one.
Just point to the general direction. We'll check it out.
She points towards the doors.
Right? I guess it's in the somewhere inside the expo hall.
Alright.
Chucks just curl into a ball and just charge ahead.
That Samus reference.
Is the door also see-through here?
Yes.
Okay, can we look through?
Yes. Let me just accept all of these. So you want to look through the doors before you actually
Just
Open
dive
them?
in.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Depends. Do they open when a ball hits them?
Oh, you rolled that far?
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Chaos Squad. Yeah, like when you touch one of the doors, it opens. Let's say which one are you? We opened that one. Boop. What you see is a stage. Can't tell you much else. It is a stage.
That's not a merch booth.
Hey, Shikaska. I mean, she said. They say that there's no merch booth. I think you're pulling our tails.
Well, first off, I'm pretty sure that one, and she points at Error, does not have a tail. The rest of you can probably be argued. That being said, I have not gone close enough to peek. I said there was one. I stand by it. Whether it's still there, no clue.
Alright, I'm just saying, fans need their merch, or we get grumpy.
In the meantime, Arrow just opens the doors. Like,
I guess we can just as well go in, can't we?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing stopping you.
Not yet.
Uh,
I'm just gonna move you guys into actual squares. And boop. Now we got everyone. Now you're thinking in portals. All right. So as you get a gander at the almost said entirety of the expo hall, well, as much as you can see from where you're standing, you notice some lights flashing, sparking, flaring. You see the different booths along the walls, and they all look to be abandoned. Some are well, they're all in various states of disrepair. Some have structural damage from stuff from the ceiling falling down, or a column falling down. Others seem to be more or less intact, but just not populated by anyone. On the stage itself, the giant green thing, there are a couple of screens, and from looking at it, you kind of notice how whatever is being displayed on the screens seem to be spilling over into reality. I'm just gonna close the doors behind you.
I'm just gonna say that when I took out my gun, I never like sheathed it again. So I'm still like I'm holding my gun in my hand. Just so you know.
Is there some sort of panel at the
Hold
at
up.
the stage?
The description is not done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. So you hear a shriek, and God, why does it keep going out? Let's just pretend that was a shriek and not like a chicken thing. And you follow the noise and see that there are bat-like creatures that are flying around, swooping through the hall from a booth in the far southeastern corner. So it's the one that you can just barely see red light shining towards. Have a photo of the things. There you go. So
Cute.
I understand why they pixelated the organ that it's evidently eating, but why did they pixelate the wings?
Because it's the effect.
It's digital. Yeah, okay.
Digital.
I
It's
I like
not all the way
to
there.
imagine that they are actually like this pixelated.
I like to
They have
imagine.
this creepy distortion.
I like to imagine that they're from a Japanese game.
No.
Well, at least Kimmy got it. Or Lane. At least Lane got it. Apart from that, you also hear a group of I say a group. You hear a lot of footsteps that sound kind of like marching, coming from the far northern part. And looking there, you see a group of soldiers with Packworld's branded military armor dashing along the wall, shouting commands to one another while artillery fire blazes around them. So there are explosions, small ones albeit, but there are explosions still taking place inside the expo hall. In some areas, the floor glows in bright, blocky patterns. Walls display pixelated textures that shift abruptly, and otherwise mundane objects flicker in and out of reality between bursts of static. You hear from behind the closed doors A familiar voice saying, "I told you so!" The smell of burnt electronics pervades the air, and the noise of the different displays is punctuated by the occasional pop or sizzle of frying circuitry. That ends my description as you enter. Now, sorry, Elaine, you had a question before about panel.
Yeah, exactly.
What could you repeat the question, please? Because I think
Yeah,
Chad has totally forgotten.
I needed to breathe. Yeah, it's fine. Sure. My question was if there is actually some sort of panel at this stage. A panel as in for a computer.
Oh, no. The only thing you really see on the stage or like platform, whatever you call it, are the holo displays. So like the holo displays surrounding a holographic amusement chamber with transparent walls.
Where are they connected to?
They are connected to a. They are connected to a panel in the floor that leads away. When I say panel, I mean like a floor panel, not a computer panel.
Sad. Would have been too easy. All right. Wait, I'm gonna go a little bit closer so it's seems like I'm looking at it.
Oh, nice. All right.
So the Japanese digital chickens were down where the red is, right?
That's at least where you heard the sounds from.
Where we heard the sounds from. All right.
Yeah. And like you saw them swoop in and out. But yeah.
Gonna draw my weapon too.
And these soldier guys are where exactly?
To the north.
Okay.
Can you see that like the middle stage kind of looks like there's camouflage on the table?
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
running along the walls there.
And they just ignore us. What?
Completely.
Now, what are they doing?
Okay.
Just running?
They're just running along the wall and being like, "Come on, keep up, hup, hup, hup. We gotta breach the wall."
Do they look digital?
Yes, they have the same kind of static, or I almost said shimmer, but this is not Twilight. They have the same kind of like digital footprint, like the effect of
I think I will also draw my pistol just in case.
Dara, you're the computer expert here. How do we turn this shit off? Like, honestly.
You.
I think there are no clipping through the wall.
Speedrunner Glicko. You hear from the stage. "You're too late, champion squad! Nya, 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 nya. The galaxy's best game has already begun!" And you all look towards the panels on the stage, where you see a very realistic rendition of four superheroes who were dashing towards a space station's power core, where the villain who spoke the lines had one hand on the lever and is now laughing or cackling maniacally and throws the lever. When I say throw the lever, I mean he pulls it.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Yeah. Moments later, the entire display scrambles into static, and then it loops back. And you once again see the same four superheroes dashing towards the power core, with the villain being like, You're too late, champion squad! The galaxy's best game has already begun!
I think I've seen this movie before where the villain is trapped in a time loop with the heroes.
It turned out okay, right? Heroes have to win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it did. Eventually, the bad guy got tired of being stuck in the time loop, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
You're too late, champion squad. And, you know.
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
They really
I
should
think
fix the tech.
Rita is just gonna more or less ignore it because she can't really hear it even that much. So I
Well,
just
at all.
got she kind of wants to check out the soldiers because they're weird.
If the error is... Sorry, go.
No, it's fine. She
If-
just wants to look at them.
Alright.
if error is... What is error doing?
Getting annoyed.
Yeah.
Are
Basically
you
that.
are you looking for a panel or just standing annoyed?
He was looking. I was looking before, but now I'm just being looking a little bit around. Just nothing more.
You're too late, champion squad.
What you doing?
Thinking what we should do next and how to make this guy shut up. I cannot believe that I want to say that I am envious of Rita who can't hear shit.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Wouldn't it be off and on again?
Whatever the universe said.
Don't listen to the universe. That's just madness.
So, is there anywhere of a power cord I can just unplug anything?
Well, as you start looking for it, you lift up some of the debris.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god, sorry. For a second I forgot this is not Call of Cthulhu. You you lift up some of the debris and you see dead people, like not in the way that that kid from The Sixth Sense did, but actual bodies.
Oh no, my insanity rises.
Yeah, of hack tech staff and various journalists. And as you unveil these bodies, you hear the chickens. Rita does not, but everyone hears the chickens.
Everyone's be alert. Like pat on Rita's shoulder or something.
And they swoop in.
Oh no.
Oh no! That was
no,
not
come
where
back.
that's supposed to go. Where the fuck? Here. What are they called? Carry-on bats. Boom. Combat tracker. Kapow. Fuck. I'm an expert at this. I'm a trained professional. Give me a second. That was definitely not how that was supposed to go.
Yeah, for the chickens to come at us, yeah, I totally feel that.
There we go. That worked. I would like for all of you to please roll initiative.
Let's go.
Nice. And we are gonna throw some carry on. Boop. Sorry, it's there. This one is here.
Oh, that
And
motherfucker is close.
last one is there. Look. Look. There we go. 3 of them have flown out. The smell of flesh, or at the sight of flesh, being revealed by Error lifting up some of the debris. Error, it is your turn. What
I'm
do
just
you do?
good that I
Zoom.
had my weapon ready. Just saying. I think I'm just gonna shoot at it.
So you've already targeted. Nice.
Mhm.
Roll to hit. That's a hit. Roll some damage.
Oh, sorry, what's the wrong one?
It's fortunately still a hit. Roll some damage. Nice. 5 points of damage as you shoot with your pistol into its soft and squishy body.
Ew. All
Which
right,
apparently
this is
also-
just my action for now.
All right. The one that you just shot is concerned, to say the least.
Okay.
A bit too close. It wanted to just get at the food, but now you shot at it. And it will attempt to attack you.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
What a start.
This always happens, and it's always against Lane.
Yeah, it's not the first time. Yeah.
14. Holy shit. And then it flies off. It has a skill in which it does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Ah.
Oh wait, I just realized where's the...
That little bitch.
Oh, there we go. I can't see the number though. Chalks, it's your turn.
Yes. Jocks will quick draw his acid dart rifle and shoot the one that just attacked Arrow.
So start by targeting the enemy.
I thought I had.
Not as far as I can see. Still nothing. Are you holding down control when you're clicking?
I've got.
There we go.
Did that help?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty close. Yep. That hits. Roll some damage.
Yes.
That's some pretty good damage. You can see that it's really reeling from that shot, and it's severely injured. If you're done, there should be the button that says next.
This one.
Yeah. Bingo bongo.
Okay, remind me, like taking out a potion and using it, is that just movement, or is that my movement and action?
You would probably have it available, so it would just be movement.
All right, then I'll smash a serum of healing on 0. I'll go. Oh, whoa, there, buddy! I think we need you to be in fighting form. And yeah, I don't remember what the hell it's. You heal 1d8, so you can.
Nice.
Roll a 1d8 and I will subtract it from your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, nice.
Nice.
You're not just about to die.
Yay.
And then I'll
Thank you, Rico.
then I'll shoot this guy.
Go for it.
It's just a normal attack.
Oh no, it's cocked. Oh, it counted as 6. Okay, cool.
Nice.
That hits.
Yeah, and that was, I guess, my turn.
It realizes that it won't be able to eat while you're still there. Ah, you know. So it will go for you, Glico. I swear to God, I thought I did it again. Bite into you and fly off. The last one kind of understands what's going on. So it will try a preemptive strike. Oh, sorry, not supposed to go there. Against Chalks. Oh no. But it's it's denied.
I get the nat 20, of course.
The heroes have to win.
Only the best for you, Link. So it flies in and it kind of gets confused because there are two of you standing right next to each other in its flight path, and it didn't really know which one to go for. So it ended up kind of mismaneuvering and smacking into the floor. Not enough to cause damage, but it's currently grounded. Oh, that was the wrong one. There we go.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna attune to photon thing just so you know.
Yep.
And
Remember to apply the photon effect.
Oops.
Mhm.
Okay. And I mean the thing is right in front of me, so maybe I would use my solar weapon and try
Go
to
for it.
I'm just not sure where do I fit it. I haven't used that.
On your actions at the very top, you should have your solar weapon.
Okay. And then the right one. Right?
The left one,
Oh.
the one the furthest to the left.
Crossing like that.
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's
It
a
was
shame.
trip.
No.
Oh, I see you didn't target actually first. Let me just double check what the AC is. It's still higher, unfortunately. So it would have missed. You can see how it kind of landed a bit hard, and then you tried to take a swipe at it and you missed. And it's kind of like waddling around like a chicken that's just hatched, being like. Obviously, you just see it opening its mouth at you.
I guess. I'm not sure I can do anything else.
You could move if you wanted to, but if not, then just pass on your turn. Oh, that was weird.
But
There you go.
yeah, I just wanted to say that didn't go to me. All right. I have the spell with the oh my god, now the German comes out of me because I don't know how to say it. The magic missile?
Mhm.
Fuck. Yeah, it's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank fucking God.
Alicia
I think
Missile.
Missile. Yeah, no. Okay. I can target multiple creatures. It says.
I think you can target 2 specifically at your level.
Okay. Yeah. So is it okay if I just roll damage 1? Because I think it still rolls twice.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm just gonna check.
But you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. You already targeted both. I was about to say before you roll damage, you need to define who you're targeting.
Yeah.
All right, all good. So you cast magic missile, and 2 kind of like beams of light, or not beams of light, but 2 orbs of light, kind of like come into reality and be like and fly towards the 2 different what are they called? Carrion bats, and you see them hit like. One of them seems to be really reeling from it. The other one is not necessarily tanking the hit, but it's still airborne. The other one kind of like starts to lose altitude a little bit.
Can I not just run at it and just kick it like a football?
Well, kicking would be a standard action because it counts as an improvised attack. But you can run towards it if you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
No, right on not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think I just rather go 1-2 steps back. Okay.
Need to double check something on my map. All right. The one that really took some hard damage is like not worth it, and will just why can I not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It just starts like darting, and it's gonna use both actions to do that. 15, 25, 30, 40. And it ends there. It does not want to play anymore.
Oh.
Chucks would love to switch out to his curved blade and attack the one in front of him that's grounded.
Oh, go for it.
It was the big number, right?
You need to target the one in front first, and untarget the old one. I can untarget the old one for you. 1 second. There you go. But you need to target the new one manually.
Like that?
Yep.
Cool.
And then yes, the bigger number on the far left.
Oh. That's sad.
It just squawks.
It mocks you.
You take
It
1d4 damage to your
No,
to your confidence.
but I'm a hero. God damn it.
I'm a hero.
Alright, can I shoot? Yeah. Can I shoot over the stage?
Oh shit, you're kind of small. Are you small or tiny?
I'm tiny.
Yeah, then you cannot.
Can I? Okay, how big is the stage?
Well, it's a raised platform. So I would say if you move another like 10 foot towards the south, you would be at enough of an angle that you could hit. I don't know if you'll have the reach for that though.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing you're aiming towards right now is airborne. So it's like diagonally upwards.
I think I have the range. I have 50, so I think
45. And I did say that it dropped a little bit. Yeah, we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
yeah. And I'll do the. I should have said I'd do trick attack before that, but yeah, I want to do a trick attack. So that was my movement of the trick attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, how do you actually use this?
Okay,
They're
so the way that this version works is that first you roll the cast button, so the blue one. That was a success. Ooh, that was actually kind of close. Then you click the leftmost purple one that says effect tricked. That applies tricked to the enemy. Then you click the other purple one. That applies an effect to yourself. Both of them expire in 1 round, and now you just roll your attack as you normally would.
And when you say tricked, it's flat-footed, right?
Yeah, you have a +2 to attack, which is the same as it being flat-footed.
Yeah, and I need to do anything, right?
Nope, you just roll normally. That hits. And then you do your damage. Jesus fuck, I forgot. You shoot it in a way, in such a way where if you've ever watched Ready Player One, when someone dies and they go like, and there's like the coin sound and like a small fireworks of digital light. That's exactly what happens when you shoot it and kill it. It just kind of vanishes in that way.
Boom! Headshot!
Good job.
I delete. There we go. Ignore the
Hey, no
blood splatter.
challenge.
It's not supposed to be.
But I need more to get a kill streak going.
Right, pass the turn. If that was
Yeah,
it.
sorry. Yeah. I forgot.
Mm. It's gonna squawk, and then it's gonna try to go for Rita this time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna miss. So it swings out its wing, misses you entirely, and kind of does like a spin, where it's standing, and then it just moonwalks away.
Dang.
Like that was totally what it meant to do. Ooh,
Okay,
technically,
since
I just realized the skill that it has only works when it's flying. I think. Let me just double check just to make sure, but like that would have been so fucking funny. Spring attack. Here. Spring attack. Is there anything yeah, it has to move at least 10 foot before the attack. So both of you get attacks of opportunity. Shall we start with Rita?
Sure. I mean, so it was like still in front of me, right? For that.
Yeah. So technically it hasn't moved all the way out. It's still standing right there.
Okay. Then I guess I would try my solar weapon again.
Mhm.
And then just a normal attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember to target the enemy.
Ah, shit. Sorry.
It's fine. That one hits
Alright.
though. But there we go. And now you
Okay.
can just roll the damage. Oh, holy shit. Oh yeah, and you get a +1 from the photon. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Chalks, would you also like a attack of opportunity?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Kill it.
Holy fuck. I would say that hits.
Nice.
Bro, I thought you rolled the wrong fucking die. Yeah,
Wow.
I
no.
just dragged it in there.
Yeah, so as it did its little spin and it started like moonwalking backwards, you guys both hit it, and you see how it continues moving backwards as it moonwalks. But then like it splits and the two halves kind of moonwalk in each direction, like diagonally back,
Jesus.
and it just like disappears into a puff of digital smoke. So that one is now also dead. Which one was it? 3. Delete. There we go. Yeah, so now what? Do you want to chase after the last one, or
Where did it fly off to?
way down south?
We're still going in turns, or not?
Depends. If you're not chasing after it, you're no longer in initiative. If
Well,
you are chasing
I
after
personally would heal myself first.
Mhm.
so in
And,
any case, Rita, the choice is yours.
I guess I would first check on Arrow, maybe. So, like, just go towards him or something.
So just to confirm intentions, as a group, are you gonna go after the last one?
Not at the moment, I guess.
Arrow isn't, no.
It depends on where does it actually go. Does it just vanish down there somewhere?
I mean, you saw it flying from where you initially heard it from.
Yeah, but it's more like I can see it moves before me, so it's more like does it move even further down there? Then I probably won't.
I mean, it was definitely trying to escape.
And then I won't. Never mind.
All right. In that case, we are out of initiative. The bat scurries away. I'm not gonna show you where.
Mhm.
And all ready? I actually,
Okay.
I think while you're walking around, I'm just gonna unlock your tokens. There are not anything you can break anymore, or any surprises anymore that I remember.
Perfect.
So, you're out of initiative. You're no longer in combat. The stage is yours. What do you do?
Before I use my serum, can someone heal?
Yeah, I think Rika would. How do I do that?
Do you have a healing ability?
Oh, I need to check. Sorry. Well, I don't have medicine or life science. Is healing another thing?
Normally, ignore that ping. Sorry, normally, you would need either a spell or a skill or something. Actually, I think someone had something that could heal.
I can heal myself,
Oh, was it only yourself?
which I'm gonna do.
Well, thank you,
Oh,
Glico,
that's
for
very
your help.
helpful.
It does not seem to be among Chuck's many skills. Like 3 things.
Yeah, I have a lot of spells, but none of these heal. Alright, then I just use the...
I mean, an option could also be that you took a 10-minute rest to recover all of your stamina points. That might be more
That might be better.
beneficial.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a rest, guys, if you want to look around.
Oh, wait,
Good idea.
do you a short rest? Does that replenish your stamina points? I forgot.
Yes, all of them.
And you use the resolve for this?
Yes, you do.
Okay, then I'll do the same.
Yeah, I think I would too. Yes.
Yes.
Like it
Wow.
removes the fatigue, is that the point?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So, for those of you who want to do that, there is a button on your main at the very bottom right that says Stam, a blue button. When you click that, it will automatically deduct 1 resolve point and remove all of your fatigue. There you go. So while you're chilling, you have an option to kind of observe the world around you. I almost said. And Glico. You recognize some of the game booths. Specifically, the one that the military guys were running around in, because it is in fact the latest version of Call to Honor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I thought the hype would be bigger.
Let's see, Chalks, you recognize the booth that is to the right of the military one, because it is a new game for Champion Squad. Let's see if anyone recognizes anything else. Error and Rita, can you please roll me perception checks?
Of course.
Wow.
Okay.
But you still get a 12.
What?
That's great. Rita, you don't notice too much other than the area that is I say below. I'm just gonna draw an arrow. This booth here. You notice that it has a lot of stuff for oh no, what is it called? In games when they do things for people who are hard of hearing or don't see color or stuff like that.
Accessibility.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You see a bunch of accessibility options.
Well, that's nice.
And Error, what did you roll? A 10?
Mm-hmm.
You're too late, Champion Squad. The galaxy's best game has already begun.
I have to go away from this fucking stage.
Okay. So is that how you're spreading out right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
Chuck is just gathering one of everything and then looking for some paper so he can put like a little message that's like Chuck steps.
All right. Let me just double check the numbers. Okay, cool. So everything that I'm gonna say now happens in tangent. So it happens at the same time. We're gonna start with Call to Honor. Because that's the most fun.
Are there new games here?
Actually, yes.
Okay, how much would a game cost in Starfinder? Like usually, like a video game.
Shit, I don't know. They don't really go into that sort of detail.
Like roughly, like 50 creds, right? With the new prices. if you isn't that like approximately like
isn't it
500
$89
kronos?
these days?
Yeah, it's 8-9. Ah, damn it, I'm short.
I think there's a 5-finger discount.
I'll take a copy and leave 50 creds on the table.
All right. And when you do, or as you do, or as you approach, however you would describe it. The holographic soldiers that have been running around all seem to, I was about to say point their attention, but divert their attention to you and open fire. Fortunately, one could say you're the only one there. But you take 11 points of damage. There is no save.
Jeez.
They even hit for the table.
I jump behind the table while holding my copy of the video game. I go like, holy shit! Got my gun out.
Right. The soldiers are not disappearing. They are currently spray and praying. So it's basically like,
Can I like isolate like one or something? If it goes to the edge of the table or something like that.
roll me a perception check, please. Oh, bro. It definitely, you can't really discern where or how, but you're relatively sure that this is a sort of proximity trap. So because they only started opening fire when you got that close.
Okay, then I'll like crawl on like prone away from the table, I guess, but still got the game.
All right. I'm gonna roll for their next attack at disadvantage because you are prone. Actually, and you have cover, so that's actually a lot of minus. Let's see here. That's -4 and -2. We're just gonna stack them, and you're also tiny. Ooh, but it's still a lot though. 4, 6, 7, 7. What's your KAC?
16. Holy shit.
They get you with a second volley. Holy fuck.
Jesus.
So that's 13, 7. Oh shit, it was supposed to be plus 13. But you are safely away from the area.
I just lying on the floor, like head down into the floor, like worth.
And it is, oh god, and it is here you notice the vid screens in the background where there's like a game demo, or like it's an ad, but it's made like one of those old propaganda reels, like for getting people into the army. And you, while it's running, you suddenly see the Hardlight Harlequin, like the guy who you saw at the entrance, appear in the game ad, and be like, "We are sure players a true life or death experience," and then he disappears.
Can I take a minute to do field treatment?
Sure.
Okay, though I will use.
So we're gonna rewind time a little bit. I unfortunately I don't have the
Oh no, the rewind sound.
yeah. Wait,
Aw.
actually, let me just.
I can just use the skill, right?
Yes, you can just use the skill. Let's see here.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, it didn't really do anything, so I'm gonna do that manually.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, you need to target yourself first.
Okay, that's fine.
So we're gonna rewind time a little bit, and then we're gonna go to Jocks. You went to the champion squad booth.
Yes.
It is the biggest booth, and it is the one that's the most decked out. What you notice, being a fan, is that while you see a bunch of the villains from the Champion Squad comics, you don't see any one of the heroes. Not only do you only see villains, but the villains that you see all seem to be Jesus Christ. Aggrandizing. Jesus, why can I aggrandizing? The Hardlight Harlequin. So like they're singing his praises and they're like adoring him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep like, yeah, the Hardlight Harlequin, he's the best, better than all the rest. Somehow they did not get a copyright strike. And you see how the Hardlight Harlequin on there should be like oh, it's not drawn. That's kind of annoying. But you see him appear as a hologram. They're supposed to be like some holographic projectors. You see him appear as a hologram and walking down a raised platform, being like, thank you, my loyal and admiring fans. Rest assured, our future is a bright one, free from the meddling of troublesome interlopers, like these so-called heroes. And as he says heroes, he points out, like, generally, there's supposed to be an audience, and he points out towards the audience.
Point at me?
He is actually pointing at you. And then he vanishes in a flash of light. And after a few moments of silence, the entire demo plays again. Yay! Hard like Harlequin! He's the best! Better than all the rest. And then the Hardlight Harlequin walking on to the raised platform. Thank you, my loyal and admiring fans. And this just keeps repeating again and again and again and again.
Having grabbed everything that he could find and seeing that it's only the villains, he will start looking for, like, if there's anything under the table or a compartment he can open? Because surely all of the hero stuff can't be gone yet.
Well, you do find something called. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rephrase that. You do find something on the booth space itself, which was actually the exclusive promo item for this expo. It is. It is something called a devil in a box, so kind of like a jack in a box. And it was supposed to contain the horrible Harlequin, which is like the one of the main villains, armed with a pair of comically large scissors. So it's kind of like the and it pops out. You find only a couple of them left, so evidently everything else has been taken. It is the last day, after all.
He will put it on his little stack of things and put an extra paper that's like, Chuck's double dips. And then go over to the others.
As you touch it, actually before that even, seeing some of the promo art for the Devil in a Box with the horrible Harlequin, you kind of realize, mainly from being a fan, that the Hardlight Harlequin that you saw at the very beginning. I'm just gonna pull him up again for people who joined a little bit late. So this guy seems to be modeled after the horrible Harlequin from the comics, right down to the scissors. The only difference is that this guy seems to be a gnome, while the horrible Harlequin, you know, from the comics, is a human, like a regular human. So as you said, you were, I almost said cleaning up the booth.
Cleaning out?
That was the word. Yes, cleaning out. You pick up some of the Devil in a Box, or Devil in boxes.
Yes.
Yeah. And place them. Where did you say that you placed them?
I think he's just made like a little stack of everything. Like, this is for me after we help you, because I'm a hero, so I don't steal stuff.
Ah, of course. So, as you do that, your eyes kind of wander around the floor. Just, you know, you said you were looking for like other stuff that might have been, you know, under the table and whatnot.
Yes. Yeah, maybe there's a different booth for the hero stuff.
And you notice in the booth corner is a dead body with the same embroidered polo shirt that you've seen a few times already. And he seems to be cut in half. Now, I'm going to pause there. And we're going to go back a little bit. And we're going to go over to Rita. Rita, you went to the accessibility booth. You see on a sign that is still hanging that this is a company called Sensory Diversity Consultants, or SDC. You've heard of it before because it is a Vlaka-owned company, so owned by the same race as you're playing. And it makes sense for them to make accessibility options for games because, as is very normal for them, because of the planet they are born on, many of them are either deaf, like completely deaf, or completely blind. A few are not. Apparently, disabled is not politically differently abled anymore. So there are some that are both seeing and hearing, but for the most part, they are either deaf or blind. As you approach, you have blind sense scent as a racial skill, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
And you pick up the scent of someone else of your race.
Oh.
As you look around inside the booth, you notice that underneath one of the tables is a Vlaka tucked away for safety. Because it is a member of your own race, you very quickly notice that this particular Vlaka is blind. Mainly from how his ears are moving about to pick up sounds and how he's sniffing the air.
Mm-hmm.
He catches your scent as well. And ducks out from where he's hiding. And let's see here. And he calls out, "Is someone there to save us?" And while he speaks, he's also signing.
Okay. I guess I will answer. Yes, we're Starfinders, and we're here to help. What are you doing here, or how did you end up here?
Oh, thank goodness. I was here as part of the booth for the expo. We had some new things in accessibility that we thought would be good for games, and then something just, I don't know, happened. I heard explosions and I smelled blood, and felt it would be better to try and hide away.
Can I bring him over to the reception area?
Yes, you certainly can.
Right. Okay. Please follow me. I don't know. I guess you will just make sure that he's fine, then bring him there. I'm not sure how to.
You hear
Exactly.
as you're just gonna take him there. We're not gonna move the stuff around, but you take him into the reception where he's greeted by the receptionist that I already forgot the name of, something with S. Shikaska.
Yes.
And he explains very briefly about like JP, so the CEO of the Haptech company, and that everything went wrong yesterday evening as he was showing his latest game/program. He also tells you that he heard how that JP fled the area towards the east, and tells you that the Expo has a server room. I think it was a server room. A server room behind the doors, but that the doors are typically locked by keycard. His own keycard is regretfully destroyed. However, he has a colleague that went to the Champion Squad booth, who probably still has an intact keycard. Alternatively, he says you could just try and break the doors or hack the lock.
Mm-hmm. The champion squad thing was where Chox is, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And the server rooms, like that, does he know where they are? Like to the east is pretty vague.
Like there are only one set of doors on the eastern wall, and it's these.
Okay.
Which
The
are,
Expo is that small. Okay.
yeah.
I thought it's much smaller, bigger. Okay, but okay. In the server room, it's like running the Expo.
Yeah, it's where everything is being
Okay.
controlled from, including the holographs from the stage that Lane was asking about earlier.
Okay. Then I think she would first go to the where Chox is, the thing I already forgot again, and try to look for the keycard. And then afterwards she'd go to Arrow to ask him of his opinion of the whole server room thing.
All right, cool. We're gonna go to Era.
Hi.
Hi. You're on the far top left.
Mm-hmm.
And here you see that a game is being made called Dashko Legends. Can you give me a culture check, please?
Yes.
All right, cool. You see the promo vid for the game, and you see like some of the quote unquote story, and you recognize it for what it is. This is like blatantly created to try to appeal to the Veskarium. So the Veskarium is basic. How do I explain this to a German without sounding?
Yeah, it's fine. Go on.
So the Vesks and the Veskarium are kind of like a offshoot of the German people from like 80 or so years ago. And they were very busy trying to expand their views and taking over planets and stuff. Most likely they started with Polandia.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're like, this is absolute bullshit. They're just doing this to like get on the Veskarium's good side and make money. Like this is all that this is. Because like the player characters are like Vesk heroes who are liberating all these planets that are now somehow part of the Veskarium. And they're very stereotypically Vesk. They have like everyone has a Dashko, which is the traditional Vesk weapon. It kind of like a energy cleaver axe thing.
So, can I just like, I don't know, break the screens?
Yeah,
I don't have to look at the shit anymore.
Sure.
Nice.
How do you break them?
I do have a battle glove, so I could use just.
Oh,
that.
you actually just go over and punch them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch it.
Bro, okay. Shit. Cool. As you go over to crush the one in the far corner, so the one up, exactly that one. You smack it and you hear a voice going like, "Oh my god." And as you look towards the voice, that's a mistake. As you look towards the voice, you see someone cowering behind some panels, wearing armor, Vesk armor, but fake Vesk armor, like it's made out of plastic armor.
Okay.
you recognize it as a female Vesk, and for lack of a better term, consider this like a cosplay booth babe for the game,
All right.
but wearing like bulky ass armor and a giant dashko.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a Vesk, that would be like.
Too bad I'm an android who doesn't give a fuck about anything like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
No sexy lizards for me.
I'm not a scaly. You hear her go. Please, you have to help me. I did not sign up for this. I was just told to like get here and look pretty, and that's what I did. And now people are dying, and creatures are like walking around and eating people, and then I.
Okay. All good. All good. I just get you to the other people, so out of the hall here, and we're taking care of this. All right.
Oh, thank God.
So I just gotta grab her by the wrist or something. Just gotta pull her over to the others.
She tells you that there are more of us. People are hiding like in the bathrooms, or in the bathrooms, in the restrooms. Actually,
Where are these?
quite a lot. The restrooms are. I don't know why some things are dark in this way. They really fucked up. But you can see there's a door here, and there's also another door
Oh, that's a door.
there.
All right.
They're marked with space. They're marked with 3 clams.
Yeah. So over here is the bathroom.
Exactly. And if anyone understood that 3 clam reference, it's time to get your prostate checked. Yes, those are the toilets.
Okay. But I'm first gonna bring her over here, and then yeah, I'm gonna check on them.
Nice. Cool.
And
Okay.
so as she's gone, I'm gonna open the door.
Open the door.
Open the door.
There we go. And I don't think they actually wrote anything about the toilets apart from a reference that there are a bunch of survivors in the toilet. Oh, never mind. It is an all-gender bathroom with several stalls and rows of sinks. A dozen Expo attendees are huddled in here, nearly senseless with fear. So when you open the door, like 2 of them just scream, like ah! And that was a man.
Okay.
The most butch of them.
Mm-hmm.
To cut things a little bit brief, they fled in here when the carrion bats, like the creatures that you just fought, started flying around and trying to eat people. And all of them like start huddling you and be like, "Please take us to safety, please, 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 please."
As blunt as I am, I'm just gonna take them to safety. Like, all right, I'm gonna do that. Just follow me. It's okay. And then just bring them back. I'm not the social guy.
As you bring them over and lead them into the reception, one of the survivors turns around and says, "Thank you, please take this. I found it over one of the I found it in the booth that we were running."
Mm-hmm.
They call it
All
the
right.
Necromancer booth, Necromancer being the name of the game.
Oh.
And gives you a glassy fragment that you don't know anything about just yet.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And now finally, we reach a sort of conclusion for where we're gonna stop. with the following final addition. Chalks is at the oops, that was the wrong page. Is over at the champion squad booth. There we go. Rita has gone up there as well to try to look for the Vlaka's partner. The Vlaka, by the way, was called Airu. He would have told you that while you were speaking. And I'm just going to show you a photo just because. Oop. That was the guy you saw underneath the table. But you've gone up to the booth to see where his partner might be, to find a key card. Glico is sort of bleeding out, or was sort of bleeding out on the floor. Still clutching his game. And Era has just been running around being like, yeah, I'll help you. And just been leading people into the reception. It is at this point, while Rita, I'm just going to move you here. While Rita is approaching the the champion squad, booth, that the two devil in a boxes that Chalks has found suddenly spring open. And inside are the Hardlight Harlequin with his giant scissors. So next time, hey Zena, thank you for your subscription. So next time that we meet again, which will be tomorrow at 7 CET, CEST, I think, Central European Summertime. We're gonna start by rolling initiative, and then we're gonna go into combat.
Oh damn!
Oh.
Nice.
Let's go.
So we're gonna end it here with this really awesome bossa nova still fucking playing, and we're gonna call it a day. So thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everyone who's been watching for watching. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Like I said, starting at the same time, same URL, and yeah, that's more or less it. So say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Goodbye, everyone.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.